Right, thank you so much. Hello, everyone. I'm really happy to finally be able to do this. My name is Alnak. I'm running from Chile. I run several Star Wars games, including this one, Star Wars Jedi Forces 2, a game that's very important for me. It's a game that I play a lot when I was growing up, and also happens to be a very good speed game. And joining me today is three good people that are good friends that I know through all my time, like running and doing speed running, being part of this hobby. So, would you like to introduce yourselves?
Hi, I am LifeL1ke. I've also ran this game in the past, and I've known Alnak through speedrunning for almost a decade now.
Yeah, wow. Hello, my screen name is CovertMuffin, and I've performed every other game in the anthology on this stage. But that being said, it's been a long time coming. I knew Alnak since I started speedrunning, and he's been really influential in the community. So like having this opportunity for him to be able to come to the States and perform this live in front of all of you means the world to me. So thank you so much, GDQ.
Hi, I'm Conan.
Ooh.
I'm a friend of Alnak's, and I very casually speedrun Halo run games.
You're a Halo runner, my friend.
And I'm very excited for Alnak's run. So.
Okay, I'm glad that we haven't even started running. We're really already saying that we are old. All right, guys. So for you, so you don't know, this game came out in 1997. This is a FPS, a third-person and third-person shooter. It's set on the Star Wars Extended Universe. Okay, so we're gonna start like right away. So I'm gonna give you guys the countdown, so we can start. You wanna help me?
Yes.
Yeah. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Woo. Good luck, Alnak.
Let's go. Thank you. All right, guys, so thank you very much, everyone, for donating, because now we are going to do the category of All Secrets, which means that we're going to be seeing a lot more of this game. We're going to explore all more the levels, like thoroughly. So as I mentioned, this is a first and third-person shooter. We are playing as a character called Kyle Katarn, someone that's very well beloved in the Star Wars Extended Universe. And the premise of this game, as the name implies, is that we are eventually going to become a Jedi. Right now, we are just a mercenary that's working for the rebels, and eventually we're going to become a Jedi. That's the spoilers, the premise of the game. So what pretty much that entails is that in the first few levels of the run, we are going to do pretty much, it's going to be pretty much our run-of-the-mill shooter. We're going to be doing a lot of like jumping around and using like what is called strafe running. You guys want to explain what strafe running is?
Sure. Basically, when you move forward, your speed gets capped to a certain value. However, if you are moving forward and holding a sideways with your camera, looking over at like a diagonal, this causes you to actually combine vectors, causing you to move a little bit faster than base walking speed.
Absolutely. And it's something we're going to do for like 90% of the run. It's something like we do a lot in this game. So the run starts like very simple. It's just running around through the map, like shooting down enemies. And then we're gonna eventually start like unlocking force powers and also like another like weapons that are gonna allow us to go faster. All right, so in this category, there are several secret areas, stages that are hidden across each stage of this run. And in this game, you have a system where if you miss, you find all the secrets in an area, you are granted force points. Force points are our main currency in this game to unlock force powers, which eventually we're gonna unlock when we become a Jedi. So that's pretty much like the main difference in this category, is that as soon as we became a Jedi, we're gonna start unlocking force powers, which are very beneficial for the run. So with that saying, let's go head over to Baidol for some donations.
Happy to read some. Astro Philippe donates $10. Alnak, what a pleasant surprise. So happy to see you running in this amazing event. Good luck, Dark, and may the Force be with you, especially in counting those Force jumps. Wah! Or should I say,
oh yeah, that's coming. We're gonna see that a lot. All right, so we are heading towards like the next level. There's a lot of body blocking in this game. Enemies like run over you. It's like most of the things that you have to do in this game is trying not to get in the way of enemies. It's better to try to jump over them and get around them, because otherwise you're gonna lose a lot of time, since not only they block you, they also have like a lingering animation when you kill them, so you like an extra time loss. All right, so we're gonna head towards like the final stage here, and we're gonna go to the second level where it's when the game starts getting crazy, right? So it's an important item that I'm engraving in this part of the level which is gonna be here, and I'm gonna finish the level here. And as you can see there, I got all the secrets and I was granted a force point. That's gonna come here later on. All right, so level 2. This is where the fun begins. So, in the previous video, I grabbed this. These are thermal detonators, which is just a fancy name for grenades. They pretty much function like grenades in any other FPS. And as you can imagine, this game is from 1997, and that means that by using grenades, we can do like explosive boosting. And we're gonna do a lot of them in this level, specifically 3. The first one is like fairly easy, the second one is like medium level, and the third one is not than the hardest trick in the run, so let's see what happens. One thing to notice is that every single time I do one of these grenade jumps, I'm gonna take a ton of damage, which means that I need to be very careful with my health management, which is, in this category, is easier to do because there's gonna be a lot of secrets where I can just refill my health. So we are heading towards like the first one, and it's very self-explanatory, but you guys can also explain it, if you mind.
Sure. So basically what's going to happen is Alnak is going to really try and throw a thermal detonator off this wall, so it's cocked, and then he's going to throw another one and jump out of it. Get it first try.
Nice.
Yeah, so basically stacking those 2 grenades together like pretty much doubles the pushback from the grenade itself. And so jumping right as that happens adds the jump height as well to that boost. And so with that, it just builds us just enough height to be able to get up there and sequence break a decent portion of the level.
Absolutely. The second one is coming on right now, and it looks easier, but it's harder. It's a weird thing. Like, it looks way less complicated than that one, but it's actually harder because it requires like very good mouse movement and like straight running as well, or diagonal running. So I'm gonna sit down here, and I'm gonna grab like a good angle with my mouse here, and trying to land in a very specific spot on the ledge.
Yeah, so there's like a tiny pixel that Alnak is trying to land on. And so if he's moving too fast, like side to side, like horizontal to like the wall itself, then he actually just pops himself out of the pixel. That one was really close.
Yeah.
And so it is.
Oh! I pressed jump in like a really weird timing.
Oh no! Okay.
Yeah. I had to, like, look at the angle wheel.
I cannot express how precise this trick
is. Like breaking.
You need a very precise camera angle coming off of this turn.
Come on.
Almost.
So close here.
Yeah, you got this. And so basically, also the other thing that Alnak is doing is like precisely whipping his camera over in order to use the like strafe walking or strafe running, whatever, however you want to call it.
Yeah.
And then to use that explosive boost with the jump. So there's like 3 really precise things about the trick, and then landing on that tiny little pixel. It is. Alnak was there. It is.
Nice. Thank you. Woo!
Yeah.
First try.
First try, yeah.
First try all the time.
I mean, I can't count, so.
Yeah. So the idea is that this box is coming all the way down. You need to wait for it in order to like climb up there. So you use like the grenade jump to that. Okay. So we are not out of the woods yet. There's another one coming out right now, and as I mentioned, it's the hardest trick in the run. I need to try to catch an elevator. It's a cycle that's gonna start like when I get into a specific like room. And the idea is to do a few series of like grenade jumps and also like very good movement in order to catch this elevator, while also grabbing a couple of secrets that are scattered in the rooms, right? So let's see how it goes. For this one though, I'm gonna do a safety save just in case, because if you mess up the cycle, you're super behind. There's no way to like.
Yeah, so while Alnak is coming through this, they're moving at a really specific pace in order to catch an elevator cycle. So here's the first really difficult grenade jump, where they're going to land on a tiny little ledge there. And then the follow-up grenade jump here is the hard part.
Nice.
And they make the cycle. Very nice.
Yeah. How come that one is easier than the second one? I'm doing everything all the way around. So it's not over. There's one more secret here. That's over here. This is kind of annoying because it's a ledge is sticking out here, so it's kind of hard to do the grenade jump. And now I need to go grab the next secret, which is around here. And I need to try to like not get body blocked by any enemy or like losing speed at all, so I can catch this elevator like this. Nice.
Wow,
perfect,
nicely done.
That's the whole trick. If you miss the elevator, you're losing like 40 seconds or so because it's very, very slow.
Yeah.
So we made it past the hardest trick on the run, so now I can just chill. Finally, yeah. That's a good thing about the speed game, that the hardest tricks are right at the beginning, and then you can just lay down and lay back.
So something interesting about this game as well is that there's like two save systems. The one is just like the hard save system where Alnak just went out and created a new save file. And then the other one is the quick save feature. However, there is no quick load feature. Every single time, Alnak has to go out and menu in order to load back.
Yeah, and to everyone who wants to run this game, you're going to get very good at doing the menuing. I can tell you that. However, that's not a good thing either. If you mess up a lot in this run, you have to go like over that menuing over and over. And it looks like very quick, but it really adds up like really quickly in a general run. So it's very encouraged for you to like try not to like retry many tricks too much in the run.
Yeah, it can't be said enough. Top level runners like Alnak, like their PBs are so incredibly impressive. But here's a really difficult window jump. Very nice.
That's a huge skip.
Yeah,
it looks very simple. There's a lot of that, especially in this level. There's like many small jumps that they look very easy or like simple, but actually skip. For example, over here, you're supposed to raise this water level to go to the next area of the run. You need again the level, grab a few like color-coded keys. But instead of doing that, I can just go straight to this corner, and not this one. It's the one over here, and do a simple grenade jump, which is one of the easiest ones. And that skips a lot of the stage. All right, so there's one more secret here, the second to last one. There's a jump in the here, so I can. Oh, never mind, I'm gonna go around. You had like one shot there because those like birds, so enemies, Minox actually, that's the real name of those enemies. They can block you really bad there. All right, so that's it for like the run and the first part of the run. Now you're gonna become a Jedi in this game, in this level, because we're gonna find our lightsaber. Because in this game, apparently, if you find your lightsaber, you become a Jedi. So I have my points. I mean, this is the first power that we unlock. We unlock force powers as the game progresses. And the first one we get is force speed, and that's the reason why this game is such a good speed run. So
it is.
Really. Yeah. So we have a lightsaber. This is green stick. And on top of that, we got force speed, which is this. Force speed in this game lets you go faster. There's nothing more about it. You are running way faster.
Yeah, so like other games in the series, force speed is like bullet time, and it makes the world around you move slower. This one actually makes you faster.
Exactly, yeah, and that has like a downside though that we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about later on, which is collision damage. Because what happens if you run full speed towards a wall? Yeah, that's something that happens in this game. I'm gonna give a few examples later on. All right, so I have force speed. You see me that I'm not using it very often, and that happens because in the bottom right corner there's like a few particles that you can see below the ammo count. That's like my force, which is like pretty much functions like my mana in this game. Unfortunately, since I have a very low mana pool, that means that I cannot use my force powers all the time here. So what I am doing is like saving the force speed for very important sections of the run, like trying to jump over wider gaps, like the one that we're gonna see right now. So I'm gonna use this. And there's a few jumps we can do here. So
watch this.
Yeah, it's like a few shortcuts like that, and that's way easier to do with force speed. And that's the first one. The second one is a major skip. It looks like very simple, but it's actually a major skip. So before that, I'm gonna go grab the next secret here, because it's called all secrets. No, almost all secrets. So I need to grab this.
Oh, so close.
Yeah.
I love this jump.
There we go. Okay, so now in this part, there's a silo there. It's a swimming section where you're supposed to like grab and swim, but you can avoid doing that by just doing a jump like that, crossing like that, and that skips like the entire like section there, the swimming section.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Go
ahead.
Okay, yeah. So basically, a big difference between all secrets and any percent is normally in any percent we get the bare minimum to get force speed 1. So that jump is not possible in any percent. However, because we grabbed all the secrets, which get us force points, that gives us all the way up to force speed 3. And clearly, you're not really supposed to have force speed 3.
Yeah, exactly.
At this point, so it gives us like a lot of really cool creative.
I think a lot of people who play this game casually like unlock the force power but never use it. That I'm more focused on like trying to use the lightsaber to hit enemies, for example.
Right,
Or use the
right.
guns, right? All right, so we're heading towards like another like main feature on this speed game, which is like the triggers. For this, I need to like lower my health so I can do this strat.
Love the strat.
I'm gonna head over this gate. I'm gonna throw a couple detonators, and I'm gonna die. And what happens there is that the first 2 grenades are gonna clip my body through this gate. And that's game over. No, it's not. Actually, I just triggered the end level. Because in this game, if your body makes it there, whether you are alive or dead, you trigger the end of the level. So in that case, instead of like going to open the gate, I can just do that, and it's way faster. All right, so this level is actually small in the 80% category, and it's way harder in this category because, and all secrets, since I need to find all the secrets, we are in kind of a village. We're supposed to like go around and you can explore pretty much. And all secrets, we need to like find the secrets which are like hidden inside these houses. So there's a few like destructible walls you can just blow up with my grenades and try to unlock them. In any percent, you can just go straight to the end. It's like a short level, like 20 seconds or so. But in this one, you need to like actually do things. One thing in this category specifically is that there's a lot of NPCs like blocking your way, so you're gonna see me kill them. And please, I am not a bad guy. Actually, there's a purpose for this. Like I'm actually killing those NPC because it's a main like a mechanic that this game has. I'm gonna explain like later on. All right, so we are gonna hit here. Oh, I didn't get the jump. I can just retry. I don't know why. I forgot I had like extra shields there. The time is. Yeah, to do like the grenade at a specific angle to get like the enough amount of height to make it to the top there. It's like very tight. And here's the end. All right, so now we're gonna get introduced into another gun that's very important for the run, both for both categories. And actually in this level, it's like it's pretty much the same as any percent. It's a huge level, but for some reason, there's only one secret here, even though it's like one of the largest levels in the game. And it's right over down here. It's the red detonator, but it's pretty much a rocket launcher. And as you can imagine, since we can do grenade jumps, we can also do rocket jumps. So this game is running an engine called the Sith engine. It's a LucasArts developed engine, but it's really good for speed running because it has like a lot of explosive boosting. It's pretty similar to like HAL-like games, so like other games from like the other engines. Okay, so it's like jump here. I just try to make it through this gap like this.
There we go.
Yeah, so, and try to bring it here. There we go, nice. Woof. I thought I didn't have enough health for that. So it's like that area is actually huge. It's like huge angles you can explore, but for some reason they designed the game to have only like one secret there. So again, that's not like major skip you can do. It doesn't look that much. This jump here is like very tricky. So I need to grab a right angle here, so I can get inside here. And that always means having to like wait for the gate to come back up again, and that's actually a time save. All right, so there's a lot of waiting time coming on now. So please, if you guys have any donations to read, go ahead.
Ah, yes, the time under the bridge. We all need some alone time sometimes. O Circles donates $5. Hey, Alnak, would you be mad if I told you I found a glitch that skips level 2 and forgot to tell you guys?
Okay.
Sorry, just kidding. You still have to do level 2.
Oh,
good luck
shame.
finding the secrets.
Oh, okay. So we are taking the elevator now. We are heading towards the first boss fight in this game. Also, we are going to unlock the second force power that gets unlocked here, which is force jump. And just like force speed, this one gives you jumps higher. It's very self-explanatory. Okay, John, there's cutscenes. There's nothing we can do yet to like skip them, so we're gonna like just watch them right now, which are very short actually. So what pretty much is going on right now is that there's a character that's kind of like the Obi-Wan of the game. He's talking about the lore of these enemies. So for this one, I'm gonna meet him in halfway here with the jump and try to like land a few hits. It's way easier to fight this guy in this part of the map instead of the other part. And just hit him 3 times, and that's it. Nice. All right. And now we're here to one of the coolest levels in the game. Like in both categories, even though there are two different strats, you can do a very major skips here. And the one for all secrets is really cool. And before everything, I want to shout out to GST, who is a Finnish runner who ran this game, who found this strat, and it's really cool. So the first thing you're gonna do is that first I need to find the first secrets in this level. I got the first one over there. The second one is like below this floor, and the second one is in the wall. Now, the idea is that you're supposed to go follow this air vent to go to to progress the level. No, we're gonna go back here, go for the way that we enter, and we're gonna climb on top of this. So what's gonna happen? I'm gonna quick say here. I'm gonna fall here. So guys, do you wanna scream now? Because we're gonna do a lot of screaming because I'm gonna start falling here. And what happens is that as soon as I hit the floor here, or the ground, I need to do a quick save. Like it's almost like frame perfect. Because if I don't do that, of course, I'm gonna die. There we go. There we go. Second try, I guess. Nice, awesome.
Not bad.
So what happens there? Anyone wants to explain it?
Yeah, so kind of what we think is how this works is that the game, after you load a save, takes a couple of frames to calculate what your velocity was when you made the save. So if you save at the last frame before you hit the ground and then load that save, the game doesn't have enough time to figure out that you're supposed to die there, and so you just land without taking any damage.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. And on top of that, we do that twice. That was the first one. Now we're gonna do the second one, which also has like another thing that's kind of like a cherry on top. So while also doing this strat, we also running against a timer. So what's gonna happen is that here is like the end level. I'm gonna hit the end level trigger, and there's like an in-game cutscene going on right now. That's like very long. So while that cutscene is going on, I'm gonna go grab the remaining secrets. Wow, that was really nice.
Oh, let's go.
And I'm gonna grab the secrets here before the in-game cutscene that ends the level finishes. I have a lot of leeway though, like the cutscene is like really long, so we should be fine. So you can hear like dialogue going on right now. It's because something is going on in the part where I triggered the end level. You don't see nothing on that, and that's the end. Okay. That's the first half of the run. We introduced like many of the mechanics. The second half is more about like movement and just running fast. For now, we are not gonna unlock more force powers because with force speed and force jump we are like just fine. So the second half of the run becomes like more like a movement base. For example, we're gonna just run fast, which, as I mentioned, doing the strafe running makes you go faster. So it's a combination of like things, like the force speed, the diagonal running, all of that like adds up. I almost missed the secret. So it's supposed to, where am I? Okay. Yeah. There's a secret over there. Nice.
There we go.
Okay. And we're gonna kill NPCs. I'm gonna explain that now, I think. Why I'm killing a lot of NPCs in this level. So first things, I'm gonna go here and grab the next secrets. This is one of the biggest levels in the run, or largest like maps in the game. There's a total amount of 10 secrets I need to find. Like, just found the next one. Now we can just progress here to the next part of the level. So I need to open this part. This is gonna remove like an invisible wall that's over here. And before going down through the elevator, I'm gonna grab the next secret star over here. This one and the one that's down below here. Now we can just continue.
Yeah, so like even like in earlier levels and later levels, I think a really cool aspect of this speedrun in particular is that like we'll activate an elevator or like start a cycle and then go do other things while we're just waiting on it, because it doesn't save us any time to just sit on a slow moving elevator.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, again, same as Muffin mentioned, that instead of waiting for like for that like thing for that door to open there, I'm gonna go grab the next secret. I'm gonna do the same here over here. While waiting for that thing, I'm gonna grab the secret here, and also like move this elevator and then press this button. And the elevator's down here, so I don't have to wait, right? All right, so I'm gonna kill this guy. Again, it's not because I'm a bad guy. I am killing NPCs because for those of you who have played the games know that there are two endings, the light side and the dark side. And guess what ending we're gonna get if I kill a guy?
Light side.
Yeah. No, we're gonna go dark side. Because it's part of the lore. It's like, of course, it's the fastest solution. Dark side is faster in this run for two main reasons. The first one is it's gonna remove several cutscenes with the boss fights. Each of those cutscenes are like 30 seconds, around 30 seconds. So that's a huge time save in comparison to light side. However, also it's because of the force powers. The dark side force powers are really, really, really good, especially against boss fights as well. So you're gonna see those later. So in the meantime, while we wait for the store to open, I'm gonna head over to Baidol for more donations. Go ahead.
Chat, Not Palpatine is a story for you. $5 donation. Have you heard the tale of Darth Alnak the Fast? It's not a story the Jedi would tell you. He was a runner so quick he can uncover all secrets in 42 minutes or less. If you like to witness his power or the power of others like him, donate to MSF.
Yeah. Okay. So now we are heading towards like the final section of this level. And this level is longer. It's very long because there's a lot of waiting involved we have to do here. I think we have time for one more donation actually, so go ahead.
Sublight Games donates $100. Trans Knights are Jedi Knights.
All right, so there's a huge element on here that we need to like just wait until we go up. There's only one thing we can do to like speed this up, so I'm gonna start counting here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. From here, I can start spamming my force gem, so I can just go up slightly faster. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, and you'll start to notice that Alnak is using force powers a lot more often than he did earlier in the game, because as the game goes on, he has a larger and larger pool of force power available to use.
Absolutely. Someone mentioned about the Max, like it's direct. Here's, you turn around here and those pipes, it's the face of Max 3 times. Yeah, you see a lot. Nice. Awesome. Okay, this level is really cool. This is one I need to like lock in because this is one of my favorite games levels in the run, and I do it a lot at 90%. However, when I was learning like all secrets, I keep forgetting about the secrets because I was so used to like doing the 90% route that in every single run, like I need to like remember myself to like focus and trying to like find all the secrets.
Yeah.
All right, so there's a cool thing here. If I completely fall like this, I'm gonna just die, right? Like this. So what I do here is I'm just gonna land in this probe droid, so I can do it like this, right? And go grab the secret over here without much of an issue. All right, so I need to try not to waste too much force here, though. I need like at least enough force to do one force jump, because it's gonna be very important for one like a small skip in this stage, and that's gonna allow me to like find a key specifically. Again, so there's a lot of levels in this game that are very like indoors. Like there's a lot of tight corridors, so that can get very tricky, especially when you're going for like very competitive times in this game.
Yeah, so like a really tricky aspect is like in these tight hallways is it's not like a straight road. Like there's all these bends and turns. And so Alnak is just very precisely like flicking their mouse at each of these corners. And because Alnak is so experienced, he's making all of these look incredibly easy, but it's not. And especially when you use force speed and run into a wall, you take damage because the devs realize that realistically, if a person is moving at like 50 miles per hour into a wall, it's going to hurt.
Yeah, that's something that you see a lot in this game. Okay, second boss fight. This time we are fighting against two guys, Pick and Gork. The little one is very annoying, the big one can actually block all your attacks. Also has like a very huge lightsaber as well, something you don't see in any of the Star Wars media. So these two guys are RNG hell. There's a lot of like luck involved here. What I want to do is I want to stick them together, and I want to hit them, both of them with just one swing, and that's gonna make sure work for these enemies. However, since I mentioned, sometimes they want to parry all your attacks, like the big one just did there. But luckily they are not split enough, fortunately. Okay, they are very short in health, I think. Okay, little one need to move more. There we go.
Nice, pretty good
grab the head and grab the health here. Nice. All right, so now we're gonna skip the ship. So pretty much like other like FPS from the 90s, this game also has like color coding like keys that if you find them, you can continue with the level. Well, this level has that gimmick, and we're gonna skip all of that. So instead of like finding like all the color keys you you need to find in this level, we're gonna do a few jumps to try to make it to the end of the level right away. But again, before that, we need to like find the secrets here. There was one hidden inside a box. There's no way you can find that out by yourself. You need to like use like the map. There's an in-game map in this game that they haven't shown that it's like tells you where all the secrets are pretty much. All right, so I'm supposed to move like this bridge over there with using the keys, like the color keys. But what we can do here is that I can position myself in this ledge, and using the force speed plus my strafe jumping, can I just make it here, and then use the force jump to make it here, right? And then to this gate, and this skips like the whole like gimmick of the stage. If I can land this like this,
there
nice.
You go.
Yeah, nice. So it's pretty much like the combination of like a straight jumping plus like the jump itself that gives you enough distance to try to make it up. And here's the key that I mentioned. We grab it at the end. Also, look at the skybox. It's really cool. All right. So now we're heading towards the one important level here. I'm gonna grab these points and put it in a dark side force power. That's gonna come in handy later. But before that, we need to do this level. And this level is really annoying. There's a lot of enemies that are gonna be shooting at me at the same time, especially in this room. And this part is where we introduce the stormtroopers that shoot like sticky bombs. The sticky bombs can actually get stuck in your body, and they can not only do damage to yourself, but also if they explode like while in the middle of a jump, they're gonna change your direction completely. So it's very bad when you get hit by one of those while doing a run. It really messes up with your movement. All right. Also, there's another like stage where there's a lot of secrets to be found, and the route is like, wait, oh, I got stuck by the droid. Okay, I can finally say this. That never happened before. Yeah. So, okay. There's other secret here. There's canyon, like you always forget, and go instead of like continue with the level. I'm gonna go here. There's a little cave here where you can find more secrets. I'm finding shields, so I can just do that. I need enough shields here to do a few explosive boostings, like the rocket jumps. The first one over here, like that. And there's another one here that was for having to use the elevator normally in the correct way, so to speak. So you can just do a jump like that. And now we're reaching the end. So after this level, we have another boss fight. And after that's when we trigger the dark side ending. And the way that we triggered the dark side ending was first by killing a few civilians, and also because I unlock a dark side force power that we actually gonna use like now, and this boss fight is coming out right now. But first, let me finish this level. Nice.
So a really funny thing too about this game is that like button presses are really difficult, and the absolutely hilarious thing about this is that every single game in the anthology has difficult button presses. So it's almost like a requirement for Star Wars games.
We're gonna see a better example later on. All right, this is the first boss fight. There's a really great quick kill, funny wiki we can do here. This boss fight has 3 phases. Every single time you hit him twice, it's gonna go to the next phase. We're gonna kill him in the first phase by doing enough damage. How do we do enough damage before he transitions to the next phase? Like this. I unlock a force power called Force Pro. So what's gonna happen, I'm gonna hit him once. I'm gonna lure him next to these boxes. Oh, he's shooting me? Wow, that's a first. That's crazy. Come on. And I'm gonna hit him again. He's gonna run away. I'm gonna start throwing boxes at him. And that's enough damage to kill the boss. All right, so now we unlock the dark side ending, and we're gonna unlock lightning, force lightning, which is another like very good force power for do a couple of quick kills. This level is also like very similar to 20%. We are inside a ship that's falling, so we are running against a timer. We need to like get to our ship to escape this before like the huge like ship crash into the floor. And so it's kind of like a very maze-like level, but you know where to go. It's like very straightforward. There's like a small thing you can do here to like save time though. So you're supposed to go to this part of the stage to try to like lower my ship and then you're supposed to go to the other side to like move like a bridge to get to the ship, right? Right? Well, we're not gonna do that because as soon as the ship like gets to a certain position, the trigger is gonna be activated. So I can just jump like this and hit the trigger from this position. All right. So there's another like boss fight we're gonna see here. This is another like cool strat that we only see like here in a boss fight. There's a power up hidden here that's called like Surge, and it's gonna allow me to do like spam force powers. So for this guy, we're gonna spam force lightning, like this, and then we're gonna just do a couple of swings and trying to do enough damage to kill this enemy. Oh yes, he also goes invisible. Where are you? There we go. Like he used the lightning there. That enemy is like really tanky. Usually you need to like use like hit him with the saber like 10 times in order to kill him, but by using the lightning spam there, you can just kill him like right away. All right, so this is another like level like pretty straightforward. We can go forward a few donations here as well.
I have a $25 donation from Topo de Foxo. Now, this is what I call schmovement. Love seeing the late night runs and having them accompany my night shift work. And Jay Pappy donates $50. Amazing run from Alnak. Seeing that kind of precise tech and tricks at 3 a.m. is incredible.
Tell me about it. This is the first time I done a marathon run during this hour, so it's totally a new experience for me.
You're crushing it.
Yeah. But yeah. So the Jedi community is like very kind community. Like there aren't many runners. It's one of the most popular Jedi games that are out there, but people are still around, like LifeL1ke, for example, who was able to join us today. He made a tutorial that is very like beginner friendly for people who want to like learn this game, and it's like several resources also you can like use like to like learn this run as well. Like for example, myself, I'm probably gonna show up in your stream. You try to like learn the game from there. Okay, I need to wait for this wind to like. Okay. Now I can just jump here without like falling. I need to like try to do a force jump, and this corner here is like a little bit. Oh wow! I barely made it. So the geometry they works gives you like enough height to make that jump. All right. I need to try to hug this wall because there's a trigger there that if I miss it, I'm gonna lose a lot of time, and that's another like very like beginner mistake. A lot of people do that when they learn this game. Oh, there's another like skip here as well. You're not supposed to go through this corridor because there's a bend going on. But what happens there is that with the combination of force speed plus my straight running, I can just run here and go straight to the hole instead of like shutting this down with the doors, shutting the doors down. That's another like cool skip that doesn't look like much, but actually it's a big deal. And now I need to go find like the remaining secrets. How you guys been enjoying the run so far?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. Thank you for being here, guys. So we're going to go find the remaining secrets here. Do you have any questions so far, by the way? I'm running out of things to say. I'm going to go here, try over here.
So something interesting to me as well, especially, that kind of surprised me of the difference between, that isn't a difference between All Secrets and Any Percent, is that like, they actually both use the same force powers by the end of the game. Like the other force powers just don't really actually affect the time that much at all. And like really Force Throw is just like the end game ability where we're going to have a bit of a boss rush, like right near the end of the game itself. And so having Force Throw and being able to utilize that on probably the most difficult and ridiculous boss is just like an absolutely amazing strat.
Yeah. Shout out to Circles who find out that he's the current world record holder for both categories. He did a lot, like he found this for this run, like the level 2 jumps. Thank you for those strats.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Now, without joking, yeah. Shout out to Piper Salamiri, who has also run this game before and a couple of GDQs as well.
Yeah.
He's the reason why I started running this game. His first like GDQ run that was like almost 2 years ago. That's what got me into running this game. So shout out to him as well. And the rest of the Jedi community, even the people who like only run for like a couple of months, like it was always fun to like tune in and like watch the run.
Also, like we have like a really strong friendship between all of the communities. Like it's not just this game. So like if you've like speedrun like a Quake game, then maybe consider trying out Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast, and then you'll be convinced to try Jedi Academy as well. And like same thing with like Dark Forces and Dark Forces 2. Like each game in the anthology is like very surprisingly unique and requires very different mechanics in order to be able to proficiently do it. And so like Alnak being a veteran and having like speedrun each of these games at a reasonably high level is just like very impressive to me.
Yeah, this is one of the rare occasions where every single game of a game series is like a legit speed game.
Yeah.
And each of them has like different strats, like it's a different like flavor. That's like the main thing that made me really appreciate these games. And
Right.
I was really fortunate enough that I played this game series as a kid, and I really love it. Wasn't much fun about the multiplayer. I didn't get much into the multiplayer, but the single player was like experience for me. And when I started speedrunning this game, like when I got into speedrunning like years ago, I was one of my first games I looked into, and funny enough, it was the right fit. So I'm really happy for that. All right, so this is like the final level, actual level of the game. After this is a couple of boss fights. And it's pretty much the same, just running around, trying not to miss any secrets, which I've done an excellent job in like not missing so far. So there's one here in these walls. There's like a few like destructible walls here, and you need to go inside those walls to like in those holes to trigger the event that makes you like find the secret. So it's very important.
Yeah. So we're just working through the Sith Temple now. There's going to be a lever puzzle that's going to be coming up where we just have to press these buttons a certain number of times. And then that will just allow us to go to the very end of the level.
Yeah, and the puzzles, the solution is always the same, so you remember it, you're fine, yeah. 2, 2, and this one is 5. So it's a lot of winning. And after this, we are gonna head towards I guess a glorified NPC. It's not much of a mini boss fight. It has a cool strat though. Again, we're gonna use the forced lightning. So we're gonna go here, and I'm gonna refill my shields as well. And I'm gonna fight this ATST, and I'm gonna shoot him right in the middle of the legs. So that's the weak point. And also I'm gonna be spamming my force lightning, and that's enough damage to kill the enemy like really quickly. Otherwise it's like very slow. You use like only the lightsaber, for example. All right, so here I'm gonna go into the very last level, the last 2 boss fights. This is Buck.
Oh.
It's the wrong killer.
Yep.
Yeah, so Buck is
Very fickle.
yeah, the movement. As you can see, he jumps a lot. And
nice.
so what we're gonna do here is that we're gonna get him inside this corridor, and I'm gonna make him come here, and you can see there's a lot of spikes there. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna just throw all the spikes to him, and that's enough damage to kill the enemy.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
There used to be this really cursed like mind strat that people had to do, but like after we found out force throw, like now.
Yeah, that's a more reliable one. The mine one is actually technically faster, but it's like it's more luck involved. It's more luck involved. All right, so this is the final boss. So, guys, you want to explain what's going on happen here? Also, time's coming up.
All right, so we've talked about both collision damage and explosive boosting, and so Alnak is going to be using both of those things to kill this boss. So what he's going to do is put about 10 trip mines up here, and the boss's only way to get up here is through that hole in the middle. So when he comes up, all of those mines are going to explode at once and launch him into the ceiling so fast that the collision damage is what kills him.
Yeah. So there's like, sorry, there's no like lightsaber duel. Time. 2. Yeah, let's go. Awesome.
Great job, man.
Thank you so much for everyone who joined me to this run. I really appreciate it. This game is amazing. It's been a long overdue to be here, so I'm really happy to finally be able to do this. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the run, and shout outs to the whole Jedi community, like all the games, all the community from all the games are really good people, and I had the pleasure to meet for a very long time, and of course you guys.
Of course.
Hasn't been 10 years already. Here's to another 10 years more.
Yeah.
Maybe you're gonna be here like in the next 10 years.
Oh yeah, I plan on being immortal, so.
Yeah, absolutely. Doing speedrunning our 50 years. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Finally had the chance to meet you. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So all
Yeah,
of
it
you.
was an honor.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
With that being said, we're gonna head over to the next round, I think. Thank you so much, everyone.
Great, thank you.